ask you a question, just switching gears here. I've watched the movie Red Dawn like a million times, right? Partly for entertainment, partly because I always think to myself, damn, I mean, this could happen one day, and I pray it never gets like that. But you've got a different take on the civilian preparedness thing that I absolutely love. Will you talk about that for a second?
Civilians aren't prepared, bro.
There you go.
You could have all the prep stuff in the world and you're not prepared. And this is why, because you don't even know who your neighbor is. You hate people because their race color. You hate people because their religious preference. You're controlled by the TV. Humanity, like they don't even know where God is at for them in general large. Their relationship is surface level, if anything. And their idea of freedom it's novelty at best. Bro, we America has been programmed, civilization have been programmed from the dawn of time, bro. The best type of slave is the one that doesn't know they're enslaved.
Oh,
But yet you're going to tell me you're prepared, but no, you're not prepared because you don't care. Most Americans aren't willing to sacrifice anything. Most Americans can't even look at themselves in the mirror and be like, bro, what are we doing?
yeah.
Let's get some help. And how could you help a nation if you can't help yourself? And that's what I don't understand. Like, well, bro, like God's not looking for people to be cannon fodder, in the Civil War where you stand there with your discipline and you think that that makes sense to you, standing meters away from another dude and taking turns to shoot each other. That's ludicrous,
Yeah.
right? Where's it? Where's the creative spirit? Where's the fighting spirit? Where's that Holy Spirit where you're just like, bro, I need to check myself. Because if you really look at most Americans, we have access to everything we need, but we don't even see what we have because we're refusing to look at ourselves. So to think of an opposing force to ever infiltrate us, it's called the political system. It's called the media. It's called the education system. It's been happening. Americans are not prepared. But so that's easy to talk shit. How can Americans be prepared? I don't know. Talk to yourself. Ask yourself where your gaps are. Stop assuming that you know all the answers and stop assuming that anyone else around you does too. I see that a lot when we do training. The dudes really know a lot of the stuff, but they never learn how to articulate it to their significant others, or dudes don't know the stuff. And so what do dudes in America do? We buy the stuff to look the part and hope
Yeah.
that's going to help us out. No matter what that is, it's a nice suit, a nice car, house, guns, training equipment, you name it, whatever. But how intimate are you with that? So how do you really live a balanced life, or how do you live a life where like you're prepared 24/7? I don't know, this weird thing called like self-reflection and self-discipline and like serving a higher calling and higher purpose, right? Like, you know, we can't stop what's potentially coming, but what we can do is control how we show up to it, because we don't know we're so naive, bro. We think tomorrow's going to come because I'm 39, for 39 years, I haven't been proven wrong.
Right.
you know? So subconsciously, I'm just like, I can gaff off today because tomorrow's going to come. I can postpone doing the hard thing today because tomorrow's going to come. Well, what happens when tomorrow comes and you're like, oh my God, the world is different. Oh my God, I am not prepared for this. What happens then? You know, people also forget, and this is why America, I mean, bro, America, we were turning on our neighbors because people weren't wearing a mask outside.
Right. Right.
Like you don't even know who the enemy is. It's you, right? Like, who turned in more Jews? Not the Germans, fellow Jews. You know, when the bread runs out, where do you think they're going to come?
Man, I couldn't agree with that more. That is the perfect answer.
Dude, it's hard and it's uncomfortable because you look weird. People are gonna think I'm weird, and I don't care, and
Oh,
I don't say this in a place of like I know what to do, bro. All I know is like what am I doing today to set me up for success, and that is a mind body spiritual thing for me. It's not just I worked out today, which I did. I didn't just tell my family I love them, which I did. I didn't just spend time with what I believe God to be, which I did. It's all encompassing, and it's about like, hey, well, what do I need to do differently? Because any enemy that I make today, right, through my actions, I will be fighting tomorrow.
Wow.
That's
That's good.
and people forget that. People forget what it's like when times are tough. People will turn on you. And so if we could, we're never gonna all come together. It's never gonna happen. People love a daddy, people love governance, and governance to a certain degree is good, right? But then there becomes a form of dependency on that. And I get the DMs all the time, like, how do I do this? I'm like, bitch, I don't even know you. Like, what do you think you should do? Like when I help people out, I don't give them the answers. I help them help themselves
Yeah.
through a
Yeah.
series of questions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're gonna stop the Russian horde coming to invade us all, but like, bro, you can't even self-reflect and realize, like, dude, you're in a lot of pain right now. And you can't even prepare yourself for the war that's coming. You can't even fight and face the demons in sight, but yet you're going to fight alongside for the holy war, the grand war. No, you're not. You're going to perish, bro. And people live in a naive world, and everyone, the coolest thing about it though is everyone is one redeemable and everyone is so capable. If they would just give themselves the opportunity to ask themselves, who am I and what do I really want? Because that's going to help them make those better decisions if and when crap actually hits the fan. Because if you fight that war with emotion, bro, you're done. Like you are done.